Welcome back to the channel where we explore, learn, and theorize about the Marvel Universe. Today I'll be breaking down the third episode of Loki, so if you haven't watched it yet or you don't want any spoilers, then don't worry. You can watch the first half of the video normally, where I'll be talking about the Punisher coming to HBO Max, some not so great news for the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer release date, and then I'll let you know when the spoilers are coming. Now let's get started. It's been revealed that both Netflix's The Punisher and The Punisher Warzone are going to HBO Max. Now I have no idea why they're going to HBO and not Disney+, but the fact that they're moving to another platform is good news for us getting all the shows on Disney+ soon. And while I'm not 100% sure, I don't think the show is fully leaving Netflix, as it was distributed by the company and for years was the only place you could watch the show. So when it eventually comes to Disney+, I believe that it will also still be on Netflix. Anyways, moving on, I know everyone's waiting for the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, but Daniel Richtman, who's previously gotten the release date for Marvel trailers right in the past, recently tweeted, "Remember when I said the Spidey trailer is very likely to come out with Black Widow? That was a nice dream, wasn't it?" And then he went on to say that the trailer could be played before Space Jam 2 on July 16th, Snake Eyes on July 23rd, or most likely with Jungle Cruise on July 30th. And if not, it could always be with the Suicide Squad in August. So to be clear, I don't know when it's coming out yet, I just know it's not coming anytime soon. So it doesn't seem like Sony are planning to release it anytime soon, and this unfortunately actually makes sense. After he said this, people started complaining that it meant that Sony was going to delay the movie, but that couldn't be more wrong. If Spider-Man got delayed, it would affect Morbius, which releases in January, as well as Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and the rest of the upcoming Phase 4 movies. But like Disney's marketing president Asad Ayaz said in a recent interview, Kevin Feige and his team are working closely with Sony on the trailer, and Sony knows that Marvel Studios still has to release trailers for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings and the Eternals, which both released before Spider-Man. So no, the movie will not be delayed, but the trailer also won't come out until we get at least one more trailer for Shang-Chi and the Eternals. Next, in an interview with Variety, Teyonah Parris talked about the Marvels and said that we'll learn what happened to her relationship with Carol Danvers and how, or if it brings them to the present. And I assume that this could have something to do with them falling out after the death of Monica's mother. And lastly, the third episode of Loki just came out, so if you haven't watched it yet or you don't want any spoilers, then click off the video now, as I'll be breaking down the episode and covering all the Easter eggs. So once again, there will be major spoilers ahead for Loki episode 3. Anyways, the episode starts where the last one left off. Loki followed Lady Loki through the portal, and they ended up right back at the TVA. Loki tries to stop Lady Loki and understand what she's trying to do, but when Renslayer appears, she threatens to kill our Loki, who transports them to another planet. And that planet ends up being Lamentus 1, which is going to be destroyed by its own moon in a matter of hours. After a quick scuffle, Lady Loki tries to teleport away, but realizes that the temp pad needs to be recharged. So the two set off to find a power source strong enough to recharge it, and end up running into a woman who tells them that most people are leaving the planet on the Ark. Lady Loki says the ship would have enough power to recharge the temp pad, so using Loki's shapeshifting, they're able to get on a train. But Loki gets drunk, starts singing, and they get thrown off the train, breaking the temp pad in the process. Having no other way off the planet, they head for the Ark, but before it can even take off, it's destroyed by a meteor and the episode ends. But there are two more important things that happen in this episode. First, is that in episode 1 we saw Loki taking a time stone, and at the time, it seemed like he picked it up to look at it and then put it back. But throughout this episode, we see him rewind time multiple times on himself, Lady Loki, and even objects like a building. So it's clear that he's not just using the same collar that the TVA used on him. And either way, it's impossible for him to have put it on Lady Loki. And once again, he rewound multiple objects, including a falling building. Second is that a lot of people think that Lady Loki is actually the Enchantress, but she confirmed that she is in fact just a Loki in this episode. When she and Loki were talking about their mothers, she said she knew she was adopted because they told her, which means that her version of Odin and Frigga were slightly different to ours, and for whatever reason they told her at an early age. However, she does call herself Sylvie, which is a reference to the fake enchantress Sylvie Lushton, and clearly has to do with her ability to enchant people. So this most likely just means that she's got attributes of both characters, or is a combination of both. But the real enchantress is Amora, who still hasn't been introduced into the MCU. So let me know what you guys think about all this. Why do you think the Punisher is going to HBO Max and not Disney+? Are you tired of waiting for the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer? Or are you more annoyed that people keep talking about it, but Sony won't release it yet? And what did you think of Loki episode 3? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you'll never miss another video. Thanks for watching, and remember to wash your hands and stay safe.